here there is a space and a time to share a little bit of what is it being a perfect wife. Probably is being a good partner and being supportive in the sense of understanding your ground. I'm not the best person to talk about what is to be a wife, but I like to bring a channel to talk with the ladies and get to think a little bit what are we doing on earth? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Do we want to castrate a man and make them pedophiles and liars because they have an urge to create? Are we married because we love our social status and we love our property, our home, and to take care of our family, to see our husband there as part of our property? Yes, we love to have something that is ours, that's for sure. I'd rather have a friend if he wants to go and do other things, as long as I am the friend. But I wouldn't want anyone to do what society wants them, because there would be problems. So I wouldn't want to have someone that is thinking about other people while he's with me. And why would I want somebody that is with another person as well? It makes no sense. I have loved many people and I am understanding other realms of collaboration in the most critical times to put things together, as being creative and sharing a universal love. I wanted to open my mind a little bit to listen what is it that I have in there, because I have always been very playful, studying, looking outside, taking care of my family, loving the outside world, which is as unlimited as the people that I've been with. I like to think about what is that I am going to write in the future when there is peace in the world. Because I always wish to write a book about Tantra when I'm old, so old that nobody will look at me in a sexual manner, because I wouldn't be young anymore, or sexually appealing, as to say, oh yeah, I will dig it in there. Yes, it makes your ego fabulous to look good, of course. But what is it about us women to support each other? Men can support each other, but we don't support each other because we're competing. They made us compete. So this is about changing the narrative and the way that we have been put to fight against each other, always being compared, always being on a pedestal. If we don't behave, we are removed from our pedestal. And anyways, we would be removed because there might be somebody else that is new. And what is better than having something new, isn't it? So we're objects and we are not really on our minds, is to say, what are we dealing with? Are we really coordinating? Are we really following what we want? If you're a prime minister or you're a president of a country, but you have to do what everyone says to follow a war, because they are the ones who put you there. Whether you're a man or a woman, you must follow what they say. So what is it to be a president? What is to lead your family? Is to distinguish, my husband wants this, but I know that he's not supporting me and my children. He's using the money of a rent for his pleasure, and he doesn't care, once again, if I have to beg for money. Because he has mental illness or because he is superior. Either way, he's in control of all the money and of my money as well. He wouldn't want to collaborate because, in reality, maybe this man doesn't want to get married with me. They will get along until they find somebody else because variety is better than being loyal with one person, right? In the other in the other side, I wouldn't be with the same person. Would be boring in the sense that this person is not really like me. So I've always had that. So I can understand other people that don't find someone as they really are. So breakups happen. Some say I will learn this from this person, I will learn this from that person. I'm not really like that. I've been always pretty much the way I am, never really changed. So imagine that I'm establishing a conversation with my husband. I would be thinking about a dialogue, but I've always thought, like, when I talk with my husband, it should be, as my mother said, sacred territory. And for women to keep some distance, to have mystery towards the men. So then you get together again with what you have gathered in your own world. So, well, I always wish to be with my husband or partner. I have a vision of just looking at him and admiring him. I just don't understand very well what I'm doing, so I made these recordings to start something more personal towards myself. What is it that I am doing as a woman of a science fictional field that is talking in a present that is a bit obsolete for me? Am I looking for a husband, really? Actually, I'm married, so don't believe in me. I still dream that he's okay to look at the children, mentally healthy. They will be strong enough to know who they are and have a greater family that is just a mother and a father. That's what I wish for myself as well, not just for my children. Whatever they're loyal, I wish for the ladies to have a good husband, that's for sure. At least he's honest and they can have their mind clear because there are greater things in the world to think about. That's the only reason. So this is the best first video, and if I am going to share a screen, look at what we got here. You must know who I am by this hair thing. You're welcome to roleplay, and if you want to find me, you can ask. I think role players meet each other by role playing, and that is an affinity of the soul. People who have a great ego are not role players because you go beyond your ego when you role play. And there are many, many layers where people are still in their ego because that's where we are taught to believe who we are. It's normal. I want to share a little bit what I like, but I would love to share with women that I would consider my best friends. I have made friends very happy, so they find their journey. But I have find always that friends don't care about me as much as I would care about them. I have been in a free generation of everything free. I can understand everyone's way of being. I guess it's difficult to understand me because people love me. I guess it's hard to understand me in the sense that maybe I'm too selfless to define myself. And there's always a mystery within me where the people who meditate have more empathy. The people who've been working with therapy groups and other people, they know because they've looked within themselves. So we share that affinity as well. And there is always like, if it was yesterday when we meet, to have shared that field of abundance and meditation and celebration, which I'm looking towards dancing, taking care of my children, having that sense of family again. See my mother, but I like to take care of her, not to be in the middle of nowhere. I have invest a lot to establish myself and have a sense of property, because it's all I wish for the future generations, not just of my children but of the world. And I wanted to talk as a woman with women in relation of who we are towards men and the children that we're taking care, the future generations. How are we hosting parties, events? How are we taking care of our femininity? How are we empowering each other and the future generations to have jolly ladies who share more discretion? I have seen a lot of how much we miss being at home, taking care of each other. And it is a time to return home. It is a time to return to our temple, to worship what is our devotion to man. As you might see, man where God resides in him. So I guess you will love him on that sense that is superior to you, so you can devote yourself. There is nothing that can separate you because you have no judgment towards him, but a sense of service and honor just to look at him or see him with other eyes, know what he is about. In the world of internet, one makes characters and makes another theater act, but it does not mean that one is like that. I'm talking to myself. So it's very important to distinguish our space as a woman and to coordinate our grounding that is around us. That is so important for men as women, for men to have from women and from women to have from our space and earth, because we are more cyclic and we think in other ways. We have a little bit of a difference there to take care and be separated from men so we can be more feminine with our energy and then reunite. Nature has made us in different ways, in different cultures, in order to take care of an economy and children and the elder, but something is not adjusted because we have not regulated that within ourselves. The times of technology are running too fast and we're losing that touch and sensibility. So it is good for us to have our inner authority in order to care and nourish and be there as we love to be, to ourselves and our space, and with others or not, whenever it is to be, but always in touch, grounded. We cannot harness anything without the energetic field to what we possess and care. That magnitude is sometimes invisible. We don't talk about it. We put it in the nutritions when we take care of our family. We are next to the people who cook. We tell them of the materials that they would use in the alchemy of the foods, because we sense our family or our endeavor will need this chemistry to be a little more grounded or to be a little more lighter. So we all eat from the same flavors. If it's crispy or spongy, we get to produce with our senses the same juices in our mouth and be surprised by the smells that we share being together in the table, talking about when are we going to do the next celebration, what is it for us to welcome in others. There is nothing more beautiful for a woman than to have her husband, that's for sure. Where universal love exists as well. How can you love a man if you don't love humanity? Those are questions I have because I love everyone and I have people that don't understand this. Why would you allow another person to take from your woman? Because you need from that other person to serve you. So women have lost a lot of rights, a lot of sense of property, a lot of measures within herself to nourish others. So what would be the meaning of life? If we want our children to be greater, with greater senses and common sense, to master one another, to be devotee, to have that relationship that interlaces. Because each of us has a unique element and mastery to take care of. In the same way, we have that perception, one way or another. We're sharing the same space. Okay. I would like to talk with my husband, that's for sure. It would be like, I don't know, it's just so much to do in the world, really. Like, for me to get a job that would pay everything for my family is already a tragedy. By the way I am, which I have to stop being the way I am because I don't have a sustainability to protect myself. Everything is meant to fall. Everything is meant to be taken away without protection. Everything is meant to be stolen. Everyone is meant to step over. Because by taking advantage, I am a threat if I am who I am. So why stop existing to take this problem away? Because finding another job will be the same problem. In general, the middle class doesn't care. The middle class has become now rich, newly rich. They're still the same. They have not learned to take care of their people, as I would thought, or their town, or their village. There is so much hatred towards those who have power to deliver that they will kill us all, not just my father. So it's very dangerous. It's more dangerous than what you ever imagine, how much hatred there is towards those who are educated. It does not matter if you have money or not. They know you are with more awareness. Some people will ask for help, but they only do it with their eyes. In reality, they would keep their nightmare because it's their possession. And everything is designed to hold it because of what people would say. So we're moving into another generation where we can get to express ourselves, and eventually we'll be so intuitive that we won't need to express ourselves so much, just for what is needed, with a greater force of energy moving forward to higher quantums of energy and people all at once. All these silly crises from the world would be just trash from the past. Right now, it's just a matter of a few more stories to see who makes the first steps will be first. And first is first served, naturally. Just imagine if I was in a train or traveling with a green energy, what would my husband say to me? I know he called me, By the way, I love to be called. Nobody calls me. I only say it once as a test. That is good enough. But one respects people's choices. I like to respect that beyond anything. It's in the environment as well, and whenever it is correct, if it's not in this life, in another life, it's okay. There is always acceptance and love towards what he needs to do for things I might not be able to see or understand, that are maybe not of my concern, because I have my own silence to attend from so much noise that I see in the world. So the more I see the map of the world here, I can see there is more peacefulness, more leaders wanting their countries to evolve accordingly with the ruling. It's not easy, but it's possible that they can be respected as they are from other leaders of their world. If they could, they would respect others. I don't understand why Venezuela is being talked as if it's an insult. They want to diminish Venezuela, my country. It doesn't matter what leader it is, if that makes you superior, because they are not any better than Venezuela. Venezuela is my country, as any country in the world that has a place, a voice of its own, and their own values. Only in that degree we can talk to each other as a family of the world. So this is the first chapter, I guess. I guess if I talk about things that everybody talks, I will have some followers. I thought of what I could read the vibration of the world, or what tarot reading, what people are gossiping about famous or politics. No, I just wanna express myself as a wife, to put my mind together towards my relation towards men, as a partner and husband. Sometimes I think as a coordinator of many worlds where there are many men who coordinate their own parts, and he can think in his own. What is all this about? In his heart, not in his mind. Because that pulses through the heartbeats of all the people that belong to this family. Well, that is an order. And nature.